Streamer is a scam. Streamer is late. Yada yada yada. Streamer. Where art thou? Hello. This is Stardew Valley. Alright, I wanted to just do this because I thought it was extremely funny and I set it up. So, yeah. It's the valley. I thought it'd just be super funny to do. So yeah, we're gonna do this real quick. I have I have a tier list with every single weapon that you can obtain in the game. My bone zone didn't work. It didn't work because I have it muted on that screen. So here you go. Light mode. I was honestly, the reason I'm late is because I was trying to get this website on dark mode, because Firefox is dark mode, but this website will not go dark mode. Or is there like a better tier list? Can I go into like my account? See, this is why I didn't want to go anywhere, because it gives you so many goddamn ads. I hate this website. It's like even in the edit, there isn't an option. What website does the other creators use? Is it not this one? Many ads? I have, like, this is off, but even when I turn it on and then refresh the page, it's like, I guess I need a new ad blocker, but it still doesn't fix light mode. It's this one? Then how do they get it dark mode? Off the window. I could do that. I'll probably do that for the ads, but I still don't want it I still don't want it light mode. It's annoying. I don't want to open up something and then you guys see something you shouldn't. My info. That's why I'm being cautious here. Yeah, like I just enabled the themes to be dark. Any sus tabs? I wouldn't necessarily say sus. I just don't want my personal info being leaked if I have something dumb. open up. I have no idea how to get this background dark. Let me just Google it. Making tier list background. A website background and effect element. That's too big brain for me. Click my link above. Fog. The boxes look a little fucked up, but that's fine. Good enough. All right, we'll do it on this Zoom. I don't think we're getting. Whatever. Whatever, I'm done playing with that. Alright. Alright. Funny time. So, one of my viewers came to me in chat and just said, you want to know what would be funny? If you made a tier list on every single weapon of Stardew. And I thought about it for a few seconds and was like, yeah, that'd be funny. I could piss off the entire casual audience. So that's why I'm here today, to give you the correct Stardew Valley weapon tier list. Every single bit of this is factual and not biased whatsoever. No bias at all. This is gonna be controversial. It's fine. So all the items are in alphabetical order. I'm going to base this tier list on usability at the point in time that you get it. So it's like, I can rate something like the steel broadsword in S, and maybe like the galaxy hammer in S. It really depends on when you get it. Is the thing. So the other thing that I'm going to be opening up so we can swap to is the weapon tab on Stardew Valley, so I have a reference of the weapons. I don't know them all. Is animation canceling accounted for? Yes, it's always accounted for. All right, so first one on the list is the bone sword. You get this from skeleton drops. I think it does 20 to 30 damage. Speed doesn't matter if you're animation canceling. The knockback is okay. Honestly, 20 to 30 damage is not bad. It's an overall like average sword, maybe slightly above average by the point that you get it. You're on floor 70 to 80, so it does the job. I'll give it a B. Broken Trident. Broken Trident. See, Broken Trident's a really weird one for most people. You only get it from fishing, so it's a good. I mean, 15 to 26 damage. It has a nice crit chance, but it's like, it's so rare. And when you get it, it feels super nice because you're going to have it before you enter the mines for the most part, right? So it's like, it feels super good, but it's like, if you could fish up any of these weapons that is like on the same level. So what is it? A level 5 dagger. So it's like, if we go to a level 5 sword, like, yeah, a sword that does 22 damage is going to feel nice. A sword that does 18 to 35 is going to feel nice, even for like clubs. A level 5 club, 27 to 40 damage. It's going to feel super nice. That said, because it feels super nice and you don't get to use it often, I'm gonna give it a solid B. I don't think it's like insane. It's good, but it's not insane. Burglar's Shank. I actually don't think I've ever used this item or this weapon. 12 to 4. It has decent crit. It does damage. Yeah, you have to get it from floor 60 chest, and you can get it from crates. I feel like the issue with daggers just in general is they suck early on. They just suck. They're great for a side weapon if you just want to pin something and like and swap them, but it's like the daggers don't really get good until you get a wicked Chris. So it's like, it's hard for me to rank any of these daggers very high, except for like maybe the Broken Trident, and that's just because you can get it stupid early. So it's like, I don't know. I don't know. I think just because it has crit power and crit chance and it has an okay base damage and you can technically get it on floor 60, it's useful for like 20 floors. Maybe. So I'm just going to give it a C. Carving knife. Don't need to say anything about it. Claymore. I'm pretty sure I used the Claymore in the current run that I'm on, or the current perfection run that I'm on. And it's like, it's a good replacement if you don't have a hard hitting weapon. Like, the only good thing about swords is they can have a decent base damage. So if you're lacking a club, it's like, if you get a strong hitting sword, it doesn't matter if it has -4 speed. It's just nice because you use the club attack or whatever weak weapon you have. Like, let's say I have a wooden mallet. It's like 25 or 15 to 24 damage. I use the attack and then I just swap and use the Claymore, and it's much more damage on average, right? You can do the same thing with like the Obsidian Edge if you get it, or any of one of these swords. So it's like, it's not terrible. I'm kind of biased towards the big hitting swords because that's really like what they're good for, and the only thing that they're good for, because it's like you just use it when your club's on cooldown. It does take up a second inventory slot, but sucks. But honestly, it's above the bone sword. It's a solid B. It's usable. Crit doesn't really matter too much early on. All right, Crystal Dagger. It's just unusable. You get it on floor 60. It's just unusable. Like, it kills nothing at that point in time. It's actually just unusable. 4 to 10 damage, crit chance. I mean, like, if you just don't crit, it's terrible. Cutlass. I don't know the base damage of this. I know you get it from the chest early on. 9 to 17, floor 60 chest. You can technically buy it on floor 24, 1,500. 9 to 17 damage is like the same as a club. I'm just going to give it a solid D. Better than these garbage, but pretty bad. I believe this is the Dark Sword. The Dark Sword is really unique. It has an enchant without having to go to Ginger Island, and the Vampiric enchant is probably the best sword enchant that you can give to it, or one of the best. It has decent base damage too, and it does fit in the category of low attack speed but high base damage. It's like, it's fine, I think. It's fine. I'd give it, honestly, it's probably a little bit better than the Claymore. It's hard to get is the issue with it. It's just, it's much rarer to get. You have to get it from a Haunted Skull drop. Is it that low? No. I mean, it's a 1.3. It's pretty low. But, I don't know. I like it. I'm biased towards these. I'm sorry. There's no bias here whatsoever. This is 100% factual truth, and you can't dispute my claims. This is not an opinion. This is just fact. Solid B. Oh boy, finally the first club. Well, this is the second best weapon in the game, so there's really nothing else to say. It's just the second best weapon in the game. It has a base damage of 80 to 100. Crit power means nothing. The only thing that matters on hammer is base damage, and it's the second highest base damage in the game. I'm pretty sure it's higher than the... It's the same as the Infinity Blade, so it's literally just a better Infinity Blade. So. Second best weapon in the game. Dragon Tooth Cutlass. 70 to 90 damage, which is nice. It only has crit power, so it's kind of useless when your crit chance is 2%. I mean, it's just a disappointment to get this over a Dragon's Tooth Hammer, and for that, I'll give it a B. It has a high base damage, but it's like if you get this, you're just sad that you didn't get this. It's really how it is. And then finally, of the Dragon Tooth series, you have Dragon Tooth Shiv. Now, I actually like this, and this is mainly because of perfection. Daggers are really good late game, and this is what, the third best dagger. You have Iridium Needle, Infinity Dagger, and then Dragon's Tooth Shiv. And you could argue that the Dragon's Tooth Shiv is probably better than the Infinity Dagger in terms of raw DPS, because the Infinity Dagger does not have this does not have the crit power that the Dragon Tooth Shiv does, but it does have base damage. So these are probably about equal. So I'll just give it a A. It's better than the sword, but worse than the hammer. It's just there. It looks like a popsicle. It kind of does. I can see that. What's classed as a late game? Anything after Ginger Island. Popsicle. What's our next thing? Dragon's Tooth, or Dwarf Dagger. I don't know. Oh, I did not add. Give me a second. It's not in there, right? Image add. Whoopsies, forgot 2 weapons. Where is this folder? Dwarf hammer. Ah. Oh no, I didn't want that. That fix it? Oh, no, that made it worse. No, no, no. Uh... Uh... How do I remove? Can you not remove from this? Is this why it's bad? Yikes. Reset. Yeah, apparently. SDV weapons. Go. I don't care about that. Open. Extra rows. F. Met. Why does this not look worse? Why are these unreadable? Were these unreadable the entire time? Get rid of the dark reader, honestly, yeah. But I'm like most of the way through the video. Presentation mode. We found dark mode. Wait, where? Scroll down. Oh. 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 I feel like I should redo this now. Oh, that would be more professional. Huh. Oh well, we do things scuffed here. Alright, where did I put everything? I think this was B, this was A, D, F, that, I don't remember where I put this. I feel like I probably put it here. Cutlass. I think I put it here as well. Dark sword. There. Best weapon in the game. Bad. Good. Why is this here? I can just go see. New list. Don't care. Don't care. Undisputed facts where there's no inconsistencies here whatsoever. On to the next one. Now that we have a less scuffed tier list, or looking tier list, it's actually readable now, thanks to chat. Professional streamer, by the way. That said, on to the next one. We have Dwarf's Dagger. Honestly, the Dwarf's Daggers are the exact same thing as the Galaxy counterpart, but they just have like more defense. And that's the only difference between the Galaxy stuff and the Dwarf stuff. But it's like, yeah, I mean, other than that, Dagger is like B. How much damage does the sword do? Honestly, sword is probably like a C. And hammer is, I mean, yeah, hammer's S. It's fine. Hammer's S. Not bias. They're just not great. You just rather see that. Another issue. Really bad dagger. Elf blade. 3 to 5 damage. Crit chance. Does no damage early. Floor 20. It just doesn't kill it. Femur. For the point in time that you get it, I give it a solid A. You get this on floor 10. You're loving the run. It's a 6 to 10. I won't put it S. I think S is gonna be clogged more than A eventually, so I'll just put that there for now. Forest sword. This sword is nice to get in speedruns if you don't get the club, but every time that I get it and I get to ice with it, it just feels so bad because it just takes so much longer to kill. So it kind of like falls in the C category. It's like I'm fine with getting it. It's an average weapon, but it's like mediocre compared to clubs. Daggers, honestly, these just go in the exact same place as the dwarfs, the Galaxy stuff. So literally they're interchangeable. So hammer goes up here and then Galaxy sword goes in C tier. It's like, it's fine for the point in time that you get it. It's whatever. If I was doing this, if this was a biased tier list, if this was a biased tier list, this sword would be here. But this is a non-biased tier list, so it's a C tier. It's a straight C tier. It's an okay weapon for the point in time that you get it at. All right, the infinity stuff. I mean, best weapon in the game, infinity gavel. Nothing to say about it. Infinity blade, honestly, a waste of souls. Like, you have to go through so much effort to get the infinity stuff, and you decide to use it on a sword. Honestly, this is just like a D tier. Like, just straight up. It's just a straight up D tier. It's just not worth the resources. It's fine because the Galaxy sword is useful because you need to get it anyways to get the Galaxy hammer and the infinity gavel, and it's only a prismatic shard. This, you have to go get souls. You have to use 60 cinder shards. You have to just go all out of your way. It's just, you get no bang for your buck. Kind of the same issue with the infinity dagger, to be quite honest. It's just not worth the resources when you can just have the hammer. I'll give it a C tier. Insect head. I actually don't think I've ever used this weapon. 10 to 20 damage, 125 bugs. You can do that really quickly. So it's the same damage as it's a little bit better forest sword with crit chance. It's just a better forest sword, but you have to do more work. So I'll put it in the same tier. Hilarious animation. I'm looking at practicality here, not funny animations. Iridium needle, best dagger in the game by far. It's kind of hard to get. This is why I didn't want to like clog the S tier. Like, I want to put this in the S tier because it is the best dagger, but it's like, I don't know. It's hard to compete with the AoE and the balance of clubs. It's like, It's top of A, if not bottom of S. Honestly, I'll do this. I'll do this. Dwarf hammer is somewhat of a pain to get compared to the other hammers, and it's only a marginal upgrade over the galaxy hammer, which you can just buy. And I like the needle. I like the needle. It's so good. All right, another issue with early game dagger goes down there. Iron, what is this? Iron Edge is what this is called. 20 or 12 to 25. Now there's slow swinging, heavy hitting item. You get it for floor 6 in the from the remix mines or crates on floors 40 through 59. I'm generally more happy to get this weapon than the forest sword, but it's like not by much. Like I'll just it's an average weapon. It's like I rather have the Iron Edge over the forest sword, but it's like I'd rather have a club still. All right. The Kujal. Funny weapon. Club. It has crit chance, which kind of sucks, or crit power. Is this a typo? I'm pretty sure it has 40, not 4. Hard-hitting weapon is a club. It's kind of annoying to get because it's only you only get it from crates on 101 plus and floor 80 chest rewards. So it's kind of just like, it's good. It's just a pain to get. I'll give it a solid A though. It just has so much base damage over the letter rod. It's hard to compete with. Nah, it's a little too rare. I'll put it top of B. I'll put it top of B. Next one, Lava Katana. Honestly, a waste of money. It's like it's behind the Galaxy Sword or top of D. It's like if you're spending, what is it, 25k on this? Yeah, you're spending 25k on this. Just go buy the wooden mallet from the Adventurers Guild, and it does the same thing. And it's 2,000 gold. It's fine. This will get you through Skull Caverns just fine. It's like, it's just a waste of money. Letter Rod. I love to see Letter Rod in speedruns. For the point in time that you get the Letter Rod, and for how long it can carry you into Skull Caverns, it's like top of A. It's not even that rare. Letter Rod is just crazy weapon for the point in time that you get it for. You get it as early as 41. And it's perfectly fine into the lava floors and into Skull Caverns. Master Slingshot. Now, I'm not normally one to use slingshots as weapons, but they technically still are. And if you put Iridium into this and you get a crit, you can crit for like what, 400 damage. You can one-shot most enemies with it. Just straight up one-shot most enemies with it. So, I mean, if you're wasting Iridium if you're using it, and honestly, it's a little bit of a pain. I'll give it top. Yeah, no, I'll give it bottom of B. It's better than most people think, but you have to use Iridium for it. Gold ore is your next best, and it can crit for 200. If you want a HP comparison, a Serpent has a base of 150, So with iridium or the slingshot, for the most part, you can just 1 to 2 shot serpents. So it's a little expensive, but it's a ranged weapon. It works. Gold ore is your next best replacement. All right, Neptune's Glaive. Now this has the same reasoning behind the trident. So it's like, it feels super nice because you can get it so early from fishing. You can get it super early and just go into the mines and just one-shot every green slime you see, every grub you see. But it's like, it's still not better than what? It's still not better than clubs. Honestly, I think this is much better than the trident because the base damage is so much higher. Like, it's easily like a solid A. Honestly, it's probably a little bit better. No, it's more annoying. It's a solid A. It's just there. It's amazing at the start. It's good into the ice sections, but then it's like, once you start getting into the ice and you don't have a club, it just feels bad. It's just the story of the day. Clubs are just better than swords in every single way, so it's kind of just one of those things. But it's a very nice weapon to get. It does have a really high damage range, though. 18 to 35. So you can high roll or low roll. Obsidian Edge. Now, I used to hate this weapon a lot more than I should have, but it's a really nice weapon to have because of its high base damage, even when you have a lead rod. As long as you're willing to sacrifice an inventory slot and dual wield stuff, its base damage, the lead rod's base damage is 18 to 27. But the Obsidian Edge is 35 to 45. Like, you use the lead rod and then you just switch to the Obsidian Edge because it has a very high base damage. It's actually, it's not that bad. I'm actually gonna put this A. Just straight up A. Especially since if you don't do remix mines, it's guaranteed on floor 90. It's just straight up guaranteed. So it's always a useful weapon compared to most other weapons. It's always useful. Ostrified Blade. Ostrified Blade is just a worse Obsidian Edge from the looks of things. Less base damage, slower speed even for people not using animation canceling. It gives crit, or it gives defense and knockback, but don't really care about those. It's just the worst Obsidian Edge and it's inconsistent, so it's still going to be useful. I'll just put it still in A. Honestly, no, I'll put it in B. It's there. It looks very nice, though. It's probably the best looking weapon, I must say. It's the best looking sword by far. But it just struggles with it just being worse than what the option that it replaces it with. It's like, I'd rather just have an Obsidian Edge. I'd rather just have an Obsidian Edge. Pirate Cutlass. Now we're kind of into the swords. 8 to 14. Floor 50? You can buy it from 30. But floor 50, 8 to 14? You can get 8 to 18 from the forest sword. I'm starting on floor 12, or starting on floor 20. Bruh. We need to fill up some D tier slots, that's for sure. Rusty Sword, your starting weapon. Now, keep in mind, it is the starting weapon. But it's honestly still a D. It's like, it's below average. Like, you would expect it to just be average, you know, in the middle of the list, but it just feels bad. It's there. Another dagger that just struggles with F. It just doesn't. Daggers early just suck. All pre volcano daggers just suck. Like you have one exception with the broken trident and the galaxy dagger, but it's like the rest are just bad. They're just bad. Oh yeah, Chris is okay as well, but we haven't gotten there. Is that in the list? It is. We just haven't gotten there. Chris is decent. What is this sword called? It's something saber. Steel saber? Silver saber. 8 to 15, floor 50. So it's the pirate sword. But it gives 1 defense. Into D you go. Basic slingshot. Into D you go. It's like you don't have any good ammunition at this point, and it does like no damage. What will you put in it at this point? At best, iron. It does 41 damage, 10 to 41. Yeah, no, thank you. Waste of iron at that point. Steel falchion. Yeah, honestly, I agree with that. I'd put it in F tier. You're just wasting iron. Honestly. I'll agree with Chad on that one. You're just wasting iron. Just don't use it as a weapon. It's a tool. Use explosive ammo in it. Alright, what is this? Steel falchion. Falchion. I think this is probably in the same boat as Obsidian Edge, if not lower. It's a slightly it's basically the same powers as Obsidian Edge. It has a slightly faster speed for the casual people and more crit power, but it's much more annoying to get. You can get it on the floor 110 chest, which I rather just get a slammer for, and or you just get it from the mines. I guess you can also buy it for like 9,000. It's probably just a B tier. It's a pain to get for only being a marginal upgrade to the Obsidian Edge. Steel, small sword, broadsword, small sword, I think. Small sword. 4 to 8, you get it on floor 20. It kills things. It's honestly like a solid C. It's just there. It's just there. It's nice to get when you don't get a weapon on the earlier floors. It works. It carries you up until the ice, and then in ice it sucks. But it gets its 20 floors of use, and it's almost always useful. So it's fine. It's fine. All right, tempered broadsword is next. 29 to 40, slow swing. Gonna be biased here. I'm sorry, gonna be factual. Floor 90 chest mines reward. You can get it. It's again just another worst Obsidian Edge. So it's literally just B with the steel falchion. It's just there. That's just how it is. Templar's Blade. I almost never use this. 22 to 29. You get it on floor 80. Look at that. Another just worse Obsidian Edge. Honestly, this one's much worse. I'm gonna put this in C. Just does not do the same damage. Oh, I guess you get it on floor 80, so it's 10 floors before. But honestly, what's the difference between floor 80 and floor 90? Squid kids that have 1 HP. Terrible. The Slammer. So this is the best pre-Galaxy Hammer Club, but it's kind of annoying to get. So I don't think I'm putting it S tier, and I do want to put it A, but I don't think it's better than Lead Rod in the time frame that you get it. It's very nice to get in any run, but it becomes obsolete real quickly after one Skull Caverns run, and you get it so late half the time that it's like, I don't know. I'll probably give it A. It's a very good weapon. It's very nice for mid-max, don't get me wrong, because we do some very specific things there. But it's like, you outdate it generally fairly quickly, but it gets you to where you want in mid-max is the thing. Yeah, and I mean, you can technically get it on 81. That is true, Piano, but I don't think I've ever got it on 81. It's always been a 101 chest or 110 chest reward for me. I love how you can only get it from floors 80 to 99 and then it just goes away. Is that actually true? I hope the wiki's wrong about that because that's just gross if it's true. Okay, I'm gonna give it a solid A. All right, Wicked Chris, probably the last good dagger on the list. I know I said all pre-volcano daggers suck, but this is the one exception. Whenever I get this, I almost always use it as a secondary weapon. It can one combo shamans and just make it so you can just one hit the shadow brutes when you use it. It's actually really good for the time frame that you get it in. So it's like a solid A. It's basically the dagger version of the obsidian edge. It is the best comparison. It's super useful. All right, another dagger issue. Wooden club. I don't think I need to say anything. If you have watched any single speedrun, I don't think I need to say anything. Best early game weapon in the game. And you can get it in multiple ways. It's very consistent to get on floor. Well, very consistent. You can consistently get it on 24 in speedruns. It's the thing that we always go for. In every single speedrun. It's probably like I say that these are the best weapons in the game, but if you look at the time frame and how useful this weapon is for a majority of the game, it is probably the best weapon in the game for the time frame that you get it. And it's not even close. This thing can be used until floor 80. Like, you get 80 floors worth of just weapon coverage with this weapon alone. You can't say that for any other weapon. The only one that actually comes close is the lead rod, I think. In terms of Pure's floor covered. But it's like, it's hard to justify because it's like, yes, you can take this into Skull Caverns and be fine. But I can also take the wooden club into Skull Caverns and be fine. So it's like, there's not much of a difference. But you just get this one. You can get this one as early as floor 2. It's like, honestly, this has almost 120 floors covered. It kind of falls off once you get into, if you're looking to kill enemies in the lava floors, but it's crazy. It's the best weapon in the game for the time frame that you get it. All right, wooden blade. I think this is just gonna be another C, B or C D tier, 3 to 7 floor 10. You just rather see a femur. And it's like hardly an upgrade over the rusty sword. It's like, I don't know, it's D tier. Wooden mallet, our last mallet or last hammer of the game. 15 to 24, decent speed. I always love to see it on 40, but it's like I just rather see the lead rod. I can't put it above the lead rod. It's like I just rather see the lead rod. There is more opportunities to get this weapon though, so I'll put it bottom A and just be happy with that. And then finally, our last weapon, the Yeti's Tooth. Where is this? The Yeti's Tooth. Crit power, decent crit damage. It looks like you get it at the same time as the Obsidian Edge. It's basically just a more inconsistent Obsidian Edge, but it has defense, so it's slightly less damage, but you take 4 less damage, and it's inconsistent to get. I'll put it top of B. It's just worse, but it's not that much worse. All right, That is the undisputed tier list of all weapons in the game based off of the time that you get them. I don't think that there's anything wrong with this list, and it's not biased whatsoever and only caters to mid-max and speedrunners. That said, if you disagree with this list, That said, if you disagree with this list, stay salty. I don't know. I want to say something like that at the end. Now I've butchered it twice. God, why do I stutter? I'm still gonna say it, and this is all gonna be edited out, so only you guys know. What am I saying? Stay salty, L plus ratio. Have a nice day. He's hiding his mistakes, of course. Oh, get good could be funny instead of L plus ratio. Just tell them that you're all wrong. No, that's overdone. I like to stay salty. All right. That said, if you disagree with this list, stay salty, but have a nice day. No, I need to add get good. I need to end with have a nice day, peace, because I end every video with me just saying peace. So I gotta add peace as well. What a gentleman. Yeah. Don't edit this out. It's 100% gonna be edited out at this point. It's too long. If it was me stuttering and then doing it, I may have kept it, but at this point, no. First take, one take, Andy. That said, if you disagree with this list, stay salty, get good, but have a nice day. Peace. There, we're done. 48 minutes of footage. Stay salty, get good, have a nice day. Peace. Easy clap. 40 minutes of content for a free video. Now, who wants to edit it? Smile. Because we know if I edit it, it's gonna take years. Oh, man. I do feel like I was slightly rushing there. That said, I think I probably just gave Z a free video. But that's fine. You won't know until it's uploaded. All right, I missed a lot of subs during that because I didn't really want to get distracted, so I'm sorry about that. So if you guys are still here, or you peeps, Niltak, thank you for the tier 1 for 4 months. Lexus, thank you for gifting a tier 1 to Alchemy. Dastardly Gent, thank you for the Prime for 3 months. Molly, thank you for the tier 1 for 7 months. And I believe that is it, unless somebody subbed at the start. I think somebody subbed during the just starting screen and my mini feed doesn't work then, so that's a miss sub. Oh well. Anyways, it is greatly appreciated. I do appreciate the support. Again, when I am in that type of thing, I generally like just focus on it and just get the work done. Wooden Club could have been its own tier. Honestly, it's just Wooden Club. Wooden Club is just crazy. Alright, I'm gonna get to the bathroom and get water. I basically didn't drink any water that entire time. Bad. I'll be back. Yeah, all daggers are up. All pre-volcano daggers are F, but Wicked Chris. And then you have Galaxy. And then the rest are just like slightly fine. Honestly, I rated swords higher than I thought I would. But whatever. Dagger Walk Gang. Let's put on the other playlist. I only had Stardew going there. Remember to move the timer. How am I moving the timer? What did you want me to do to the timer? Oh, right, that. Or over. Good. Should be able to see all the buffs then, and you can still see the floor count. Yeah, I remembered. Alrighty, so we are on to Ginger Island this stream, and if I remember correctly, we are we're not that far behind. We're not that bad. What do I need to compare against to get the thing? Oh. Oh, well, my splits are fucked. I saved my splits yesterday, so now it's only gonna show my actual PB splits and not the actual, like, other ones. Oh, well, we'll compare against, bus segments then. So it's gonna be a little fucked. That's fine. Rip splits. It's because I'm dumb. Alright, let's get back into it. Okay, we're going to move these. Alright, we're going to the island today, so we're having fun. I also have a lot of goodies. Bring lots of things, and Kent is not going to be included in one of those things. Ancient fruit. Oh. Does somebody want to tell me why I have to kill this run? God fucking damn it, I was too hungry yesterday. Garlic seeds. Tell me why I have 120,000 gold right now when I'm supposed to have about 1,000. Forgot to buy some resources. I don't have the wood and stone. Save scum, yeah, nah. Back to day one. Let's go. Back to day one. The day one special. Underscore, thank you for the subs though. It's greatly appreciated. I was too busy worrying about trying to save time. One of these days. Why spend 1 mil points when streamer does it himself? True. Oh, I need to reset the timer fully. How pissed are we? I'm not that mad, honestly. The run wasn't great. Also, I think I found some time saves in it that I haven't been doing that I should just do. I've also learned that the most important dwarf scroll to get over 3 is actually 4. And 1. Mainly 4. 4 is probably the best dwarf scroll for me to get early. Yeah, it should make early game a bit faster because then I don't really have to worry about killing blue slimes for the most part when I'm doing my dive down, which should make that day faster, which has been kind of slow, I won't lie. Yeah, hopefully I also don't have to farm it till 1:50 a.m. to get the ancient seed this time. No, the specific layout is for knowing what the RNG is later down the line. It's the same chances of getting a gold quality parsnip. Essentially, for those who just like don't fully understand the parsnip layout, if I get a gold quality parsnip on any of those spots, it will instantly tell me what day I will get the prismatic jelly quest on the special orders board, and it will also tell me that my first enchant will be artful, which are two very important things. Maybe you should do a script. We technically have a script for character customizations, but the timer is supposed to start when you click the OK button, so it's not like Minecraft where you're allowed to wait for the world to load in. It's slightly different, unfortunately, so I can't just spam reset. Honestly, having a macro like that for Terraria would be nice, but especially with the patch that I run on, I'm basically resetting for a pyramid at this point. Basically, all my good runs just have a pyramid in it, and that's it. It's annoying to not get one. You act like it's going to be patch 1.4.4. I'm already joking in the Terraria speedrun Discord that it's going to be patch 1.5. The run die? Yeah, I did something dumb called not buying resources in year 1 like I was supposed to. So I technically killed it yesterday, I just didn't realize it until today. I think that's yeah. I mean, it's I'm pretty sure that's from just speculation. I don't think that they hard confirmed it. They may have hard confirmed that. The reason I'm looking for pyramids isn't for Sandstorm, by the way. The reason I need pyramids is because I need a lot of gold really quickly, because I'm running on current patch, which stained glass does not sell for money anymore. So the most consistent way of getting that money is straight up a pyramid. For the most part. Sometimes you get really bad pyramids. I wouldn't be surprised if they did that. Still wouldn't be happy for, or still wouldn't be good for speedrunning, but that's fine. I'm still waiting to see if they nerf Icar darts. Because right now the best weapon to use against the mechanical bosses isn't even a weapon, it's just Icar darts. If you can use any weapon that uses Icar darts, it's the best DPS you can get versus twins, and it's not even funny. A mega shark, like most people would think like, all right, I'm gonna use the mega shark against twins. The mega shark gets about 500 DPS. If you take a blowpipe, which you get from brown chests, which is the common chest in that game, and use it against the twins, you can get 700 DPS with the same exact loadout as the mega shark. You're 200 DPS higher with an item that you get at the start of the game because you're using Icar darts. I've thought about speedrunning Minecraft. I just don't know about it. I think it's too long of a category, and the little practice attempts that I did against the Ender Dragon, I could just not get a hang of the fight. And also the funny strats that they do in AA is insane. I don't understand all the like the menuing, the F3 menuing stuff, and it would take too long to memorize for it to be worth it, and I wouldn't run it enough. Too long of a category. I know it's hypocritical coming from a man, coming from the guy who's running a 22-hour category. But it's because I already know this game that 22 hours isn't a lot, where if I'm running Minecraft, sure, the world record is less than 3 hours for AA, but realistically, it's going to take me 12 hours to do it the first time. I don't know any of the strats. Well, I know the strats. I don't know how to do them. Like, I know that there's a shulker yeet. I know that there's a really funny way to do like unlikely allies or whatever. I know of these things. I just don't know how they work. And if I tried them, I would probably still mess them up. Right. And that's my issue. There's a lot of mechanical shit in Minecraft speedruns. Aren't immediately good at it. Yeah, I mean, I won't be. And I know that. And I'm taking that into account. I just don't think it's worth the effort for me to practice to get to the point that I'm happy with to play the game. Or at least speedrun it. I'd rather just continue watching it. Plus, basically all my time is... all my like free time that I would spend speedrunning is already taken up by Stardew and Terraria. I'm really not gonna quit Terraria until like honestly, I'm not gonna stop playing Moonlord until I kill that fucking category. I am playing the Moonlord category like it's already a perfect time. Like, I am looking to kill that category. I play Terraria in a very different way compared to other runners. I play for the high roll. I don't play to PB. I play for the high roll. And it kills so many runs. Like, most runs that I'm on, almost every other runner will actually play and, like, at least get to Mex 2. I just won't even bat an eye. I'm like, no, this has no shot. Also, I do throw a lot of runs as well. It's just one of those games. Why to restart? I'm specifically looking to get a gold quality parsnip on one of these tiles on the 5th of spring, year 1. Getting a gold quality parsnip on one of these tiles on the 5th of spring, year 1 tells me two things. It tells me what's going to be on the special orders board come fall, and it tells me that my first enchant at the forge will be artful. I'm specifically just harvesting these parsnips and these exact tiles every single time until I get that, because then I know what my RNG is. And yes, that's how it works. Don't ask me any other smaller details about it, because I have no idea anything. I don't know anything else more about it. Ask Blade. He did a video on it on his YouTube if you want to watch it. Think Zelda. I honestly have not watched much Zelda speedruns other than Wind Waker for a little bit. I don't find them that interesting, to be quite honest. I know Breath of the Wild is extremely broken game, but I don't know. I just haven't watched it since at all. One Starfruit jam and got over 2K. Yeah, it sells for that much money. That's why I do it in speedruns. It's broken. Starfruit wine sells for 3,000 GH. How did I get 3 mixed seeds already? I didn't even clear that much space. I also want to kill the Moonlord category so I can actually move on to like either Expert Moonlord, or there's actually a really cool new category that they just released, in my opinion, called All Bosses Set Order. So you have to do the bosses in a predetermined order, which is like what we believe is like the intended order. And it's much more fun than the already all boss route, because the current all boss route is Moonlord into killing the rest of the bosses with Moonlord gear, which is less fun, obviously. So having to fight like the pre-hard mode bosses before doing walls, a different experience. I do want to try that category out more. So a lot of people are mad about the category right now, though I don't think they're going to change it, because we have that you have to do Queen Slime before mechs. And for those who don't know, the Queen Slime spawner is, you can think about it like the ancient seed in this game, or of this run. It takes a little bit to spawn and it's random. So sometimes you can get it really quick. Other times you have to wait 30 minutes. So, yeah. It's a great time. What comes first? The order that it is in is King Slime, Eye of Cthulhu, Brain, Queen Bee, Skeletron, Deer Clops, Wall of Flesh, Queen Slime. You can do the mechs in any order you want, but you got to kill all the mechs. Then it's Plantera, Golem, Duke, Empress, Cultist, Moonlord. And before you say, but you can do Duke before Max, Duke was added after Golem. So. Fuck off. Also, doing Duke before Max would actually be quite fast in that category, so it'd be more optimal. Because Duke before Max is not that bad. Sounds like a proper. Yeah, we tried to at the developers what the actual intended order was, because the original idea was for it to be like the intended boss order. There's just so many arguments of what the intended boss order was, so we tried to argue, or we tried to at Redigit on Twitter to see if he would answer. He never answered. What killed the run yesterday? I forgot to buy resources in year 1. Because I'm dumb. Don't have enough Twitter clout. And I wasn't gonna at them on my Twitter because I almost never use my Twitter, and it'd look really weird if I just used a if I just added them for no reason. I just did not feel comfortable using my own Twitter. Thankfully, we actually had somebody who is an artist that speedruns the game who has just as much Twitter clout as I do, if not more, because I do not use Twitter. Good. I deserve this. What is NMA? It stands for no major abuses. It's just you can essentially look at it as the glitchless category for Stardew. It allows some abuses that we use, but it mainly just removes hoiking and one tile digging for the most part. A few other small things, but it's mainly hoiking that's not allowed. Oh, it was also for item duplication. There was a really nasty 1.3 dupe that was just so powerful that water duping's fine. That's kind of just like a water mechanic. And it will happen if you basically just pour any water off an edge. It's just how the game works. Small stuff like that. But yeah, the no major abuse category was mainly made because in 1.3 there was a really big duping exploit, which has been fixed since 1.4. So there's not much of a difference between NMA and non-MMA 1.4 runs. Well, except for one B exploit, which was patched really early on. But it was only practical in journey mode speedruns, so classic. Just never worked. What's hoiking? It's a weird interaction between how block physics and your character and monsters work in the game. It's really hard to explain if you have not played Terraria, but essentially there's ways to just go through what is supposed to be unpassable walls and to just go through walls. Also, it's a way to move items and mobs around super quickly. It does take a little bit of setup, but there's a few funny things that you can do with it that just break the game. Can you still... No, that was the thing that was patched with bees, and that's why I said there was a funny journey mode exploit. You used to be able to do it with ducks in older speedruns, but that was fixed. But then they added placeable beehives. Spot 15. They added placeable beehives in 1.4, but they didn't add a entity limit for that, or an entity restriction, so it was bugged for the first few patches. So you could just skip pillars and go straight to Moonlord. It was pretty funny. Yep, 15 is best with cloth, but not guaranteed. And because of that, I'll basically only continue good runs. So if I don't get a really early ancient seed, I'm probably just gonna reset it and not look too much at this run. Guess I'm not even guaranteed it. I can get it second slot technically, but it was the bottom slot of the two, so yes, it was spot 15. What about beach balls? I don't know. We don't really get party girl in speedruns is the issue with that. I don't... I surprisingly don't know very much about Terraria for how much I've played it, because I play it in a very specific way. So a lot of like items that I know a lot of casual people use, I've never used, because I know a very popular pre-mex weapon is this shotgun called the Onyx Blaster. I've never used it. I've always thought it was just a waste of time to get. And if you compare DPS meters, technically the Hotter Repeater is just better than it, but yeah. The Hollow Repeater is probably one of the most broken weapons in the game currently. The Hollow Repeater only has a little less DPS than the Mega Shark. And it's so much easier to buff. It's a very big low roll. That's a lot of Kali. Onyx is before Repeater though. Yeah, but you can just do Destroyer with 5 Dynamite on Classic and get Repeater. There's a new instant kill setup for Destroyer where on Classic you can kill Destroyer with 5 Dynamite. On Master Mode you can kill him with 10. Your point? Doesn't matter. You can just instant kill Destroyer with Dynamite. It even works on For the Worthy Master Mode. Have I tried Calamity? I think Calamity is an extremely overrated mod. So no, I have not. Calamity is like I've said my opinion on Stardew Valley expansion. I have the exact same opinion for Calamity. The same thing in my mind. I have no interest in playing it. I have watched basically every single one of Chippy's like update videos, and every time he plays a mod in it, I have never once thought, wow, I really want to play that mod now. It just, I don't care. Okay, there's a difference between saying something is overrated and bad. I don't think it, like, it's probably not bad. I just don't think it's worth my time. I'd rather just play the game in a unique way. Like, maybe doing a challenge restriction. Maybe doing it on hardcore. Maybe something else. I don't really care to fight, like, some new bullet hell boss that the devs made. And that's more of my issue with it. Same thing. Stardew Valley has rich side. Storm is basically the rich side mod of Stardew Valley. Same issue. I don't care about balance. I'm talking about just general gameplay. I don't care to play modded. I don't like Empress. That's a hot take, but I don't like Empress of late. I don't think she's a fun boss fight. Stardew needs full hell bosses. Don't worry, I got that. I mean, I'm fine playing Terraria in hardcore. I played Terraria Hardcore Challenge for a while, which is basically Terraria UHC. Like, I played that for a while. I'm fine playing it hardcore. I think casually hardcore is, or like if you're playing alone, hardcore makes Terraria just a better experience. I mean, like, when I say casually, I mean, like, after you've played it a few times. I think hardcore is a much better challenge than For the Worthy. I think For the Worthy is just straight up frustrating. Master mode is almost just as frustrating because it doesn't really add difficulty. It just makes enemies one-shot you faster. Until you get to a point. Go play For the Worthy hardcore. I know, and it's like they are very good at the game. I just don't find it enjoyable. I don't find getting one shot enjoyable, or two shot mostly. One shot if you get hit by a turtle. It's like, I'm fine with the idea of hardcore where it's like, oh, one mistake, the run is over. The issue with hardcore master mode For the Worthy is if you just get hit by a turtle, you're dead. Like, is that fun? Do you really just want to, like, you have a lapse of judgment for 5 seconds and a turtle hits you. You're just dead. So much fun. You're just straight up dead. There's nothing you can do about it. 400 damage right to your face. Okay, no, medium core is really funny with a group of friends. Medium core is super funny with a group of friends. It's underrated because everybody who plays Terraria doesn't have friends. If I play Terraria casually, it's always with a group of friends. We're waiting for the new update to drop to play again. Medium core is basically Minecraft without hardcore. You lose items when you die, but you don't lose your character. In Terraria, normally when you die, you just don't lose any items and you just lose money. Softcore, you lose items, and it makes it a really funny experience because if somebody dives while caving, it's a team effort to get those items back. And or if somebody dies right next to you when you're caving, you're gonna be a little Shawnee Do rat and you're gonna yoink as many good items as you can from them. And that's just how it is. Medium core is super funny. Yeah, softcore is default. 3 things. Yeah, you keep inventory by default in the game. There's what, there's four difficulties. There's Journey, which is basically creative light. You technically don't get everything to spawn, but it's like you can infinitely spawn stuff once you obtain it and like research it enough. So it's just, it's creative light. Then you have classic, which is the classic difficulty. Then you have softcore or hardcore for character, and then for worlds there's classic, medium, and classic, medium, master, and then there's seeds. It really is just creative light. The slingshot is required to get true perfection. That's not true. You don't need to touch the slingshot. No, that is a lie. You do need a slingshot to get true perfection. Wait, can you reach that one walnut with a bomb instead, or do you have to hit it with a slingshot? No? Oh, that's funny. You do need a slingshot for perfection. Maybe I should have bumped up its usefulness rating. Mini shark shouldn't burn, as it's blue quality, is it not? The mastic slingshot for to get the one walnut is technically the only thing you need to use it for. Oh, I really just want the update to drop so I can actually not feel bad speedrunning Terraria on stream, because right now it's just absolute pain and misery resetting to plant. Actually, honestly, I'm resetting to other things a lot more, but it would feel bad to get a good run and then just have it immediately die to plant because, oh my god, lol. Toolless perfection run. Can you do that? I don't think you can do that. Do you define a fishing rod as a tool? Because if you do, then it's impossible. Because you can't complete fishing without actually physically catching the fish. I don't think a slingshot would be counted as a tool. Bombs don't blow up the nuts now. Yeah, if you don't count the fishing rod as a tool, then I think you should be able to do it. Also, as long as you can't count weapons as a tool. So as long as weapons and fishing rods don't count, you should be able to do it. Get level 10 fishing. Yes, you can, but I'm pretty sure they just said that they don't count fishing rod as a tool. And that's why I asked. Because if fishing rod is not counted as a tool, then you're fine. Because you physically have to catch everything. What do you need? Oh, you were right. Golden walnuts. I'm stupid. Golden walnuts are a thing. Gotta hoe half of them. You're a fool for ever believing that they said that the Journey's End update was the last update. They said that ever since 1.1, that it would be their last update. And they've made a bigger patch every single time. Floor 24. Normally when I get the club. Well, probably dead. I'll keep the run if I make 35. Yeah, I'll pass out here then. I was just gonna use the rest of the energy that I had on resources on the next floor. I would be surprised if I got far enough. Oh, so speaking of updates, I know this is, oh, I mean, this is Stardew. Apparently somebody DM'd CA recently, and he said that mobile should be out by the end of the year. At the earliest, like, October, if I remember correctly. So, well, that's good news for all of us. We'll actually get some more Haunted Chocolatier updates. Rumors of Tom tweet. True. But I've seen CA do stuff like that, so I wouldn't be surprised. Also, I would be shocked if it's more than if it was past this year at this point. It's been too long. Unless if something catastrophically went wrong again, I extremely doubt it's going to be delayed much longer. reality. I mean, I'm sure CA is very used to it being delayed. I just want to hear more news on it. Oh, I forgot to chop wood. Oh well, that's I should just take the neutral die. That's not getting better. I have buttons on my mouse. That's a lot of leaks. Club. Oh. I do need that. I'm used to having a chest there already, so I kind of just assumed my weapon was at the mines. Yeah, also I should have brought the furnaces. Also would have been a good idea. I need 20 more copper and 80 iron. 20 copper, 80 iron. Not terrible. Oh, I'm kind of like out of it now. What a start. That iron. $70. Can I get more than just one ore when I break a node? Pumps are also generous, but I still would like to get more than one ore per node. Wow, okay. Am I just gonna get a third one this early? Why not? A little bit trolly. 45 is super nice to get really quick. 60. Guys may have been worth walking towards, but I didn't see any iron up there. And that is mainly what I'm looking for. I'm low rolling so much. Have any tips for Junimo cart? Jump. Generally when you're jumping, if you just jump to the height of the coin on the jump, it's a good jump. And then after that, once you start getting to the point where the jumps aren't like there's not always a coin on the jump, you just gotta play enough for it to be muscle memory. It's really just practice. At the end of the day, it's just getting used to the jumping and the patterns. An egg, thank you for the 10 gifted. Holy shit. Greatly appreciated. Talking about practice? Yeah, imagine practicing to get good at something. The audacity. The audacity that the recommendation of getting good is to practice. I'm convinced that the luck on this day was better than the mines day. Alrighty, now it's time we pray that we get funny item. Also, I got to check to see if there's infested on 21, which there's not. Oh wow. I get to dual wield them. Why did I move for this guy? I know, ask the mods if you want a Gamba. He'll probably just end up giving you a scam one, though. Yeah, lamb. Are the splits more accurate now? Well, they're the splits of the last run that I did, the one that died today. Because I saved them on accident, so it got rid of all my like estimated split times. So they're more accurate to what I've been running, but not accurate to my like PB or whatever. Actually, that might be a lie. I might be comparing against SOB, which would still be mostly previous runs. That's the same difference, to be quite honest. Let's just say yes. Holy shit, an egg. Thank you for another 15. Crazy. They're crazy. Everybody got gifted a sub. Welcome to the Stargun squad. Enjoy your guys' emotes. And a bunja. And again, an egg. Thank you for the generosity. Greatly appreciated. Just like that gem node. It does. Probably be at 125 here soon. In terms of grubs killed. We'll kill these guys right here. Ding dong. I just went through a rock. It was probably a rock crab. There's the wrong one in 200. A surprise. Ancient seed. What are you looking for? Oh, look at that. Just put iron in. Kind of sucks. I'll farm copper. I'm gonna need to later, so may as well just do it now as I wait 2 hours. It's not bad saying that it was only, what, like 6-7 hours of grinding for it. Sprites really only can be done on 65 and I'm only on 45, so sprites would be a little slow, unfortunately. That was my first thought though, so you'd actually be very close to what I thought I should do immediately, so props to you. But yeah, unfortunately you just can't do that very well. Try to always hit the monsters from the upwards position. So you don't want to be facing down, you want to be facing upwards. The hitbox is at your feet, not your head. It's actually technically at your feet and slightly below your feet. That's why it's much harder to swing down and hit enemies. Also, the hitbox of your weapon while swinging up is massive compared to every other direction. So hitting sideways or up is ideal, and then it's really just about timing it. You don't want to just, like, you know, be spam left clicking the entire time. You want to, like, wait for the enemy to get close and then time hit them. Oh, that is like I mean, the jade would be nice to have, but the diamond kind of covers everything that I can just sell and keep the rest for now. Don't worry about it. Take the time to read chat. First stream. I attempt to read chat. I wouldn't say it's always successful. Would anybody suggest I get the Galaxy Hammer? I mean, if you really want to use the club exploit, yeah. I mean, I immediately want to say yes, but I know that some people actually just struggle using the club exploit, so. For 15, yeah, it's a higher odds of me getting the special orders board that I want with getting the cloth before fall, I believe. Fall 22nd. You could try with a different club at first. If you have like a letter odd or whatever. Eight, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boggies. Not getting capped. Actually, I might get capped here. Nope, didn't get capped. I'll never find the replacement for that one. I should just go 7 here, realistically. Because I never fucking find the replacement. One more. Like, that did not feel right. 3x2i. I feel like I have tried that and it still doesn't replace half the time. I'm probably doing it wrong, I'm well aware, but 100% a skill issue. I just like to complain. I wish I could actually click on the right spot. One day. One day. But I did. I guess I still need to get potatoes. Probably won't sell them. Oh, did I not save the... Did I just fuck this run? Tilted to play. I'm too tilted to play. It's gonna be a short stream. I just can't play at this point. Beer, it's no, you need gold quality. It's just not worth it. Okay, if I'm making mistakes like that, I just don't want to play right now. It just feels bad. The issue with it. It's like, bruh, what the fuck? It's like I could have done beer, but it's so much less friendship points. It's a full, like, half a heart less of friendship points. It's several hundred friendship points. Is it not? It's 160 friendship points lost for not giving a iridium quality. What did you say earlier? Say salty, get good peace. True. What killed it? I sold all my gold quality parsnips on accident when I need to keep one for Pam. Yeah, I lose 160 friendship points if I gift a beer, which is literally, what, almost half a heart? Which is a big deal because the percentage of getting... I'm pretty sure how it works. I don't think it's a rounding percentage. Can I reset days? I cannot go backwards a day. I can reset. Huge deal? Yeah. No, I shipped it to the bin. I can't buy it back. They rule against that? Yes, you're not allowed to save scum. That's editing the file. Oh, you guys get Bone Zone. I already saved the day, so I can't go back. Yeah, the reason 160 means a lot, it's because you get, what is it? Every heart is 250 friendship points. So every time that you get a heart, there is a 10% higher chance of that person gifting you a gift. So when I gift Pam and talk to her on her birthday, I gain 820 friendship points, which puts me just over 3 hearts, right? 820. And then she will eventually decay until 2 hearts. So I don't get that 30% at all. It goes down to 20, which when I'm desperately looking for batteries is a massive deal. And also, if I make a stupid mistake like that, I'm going to be tilted the rest of the stream. And I'm going to play worse. So I just don't even want to bother. So that's just how it is. And I have always said on the stream that if I'm not having fun, why am I streaming? And when something happens like that, I mean, I might be laughing, but I'm pretty upset that I did something like that, and it's just not fun. I don't know. If I'm not enjoying it, why do it? It's the motto that I will live and die by. Even if it does not help me long term, I will live and die by it. We're gonna raid Bablo because he's playing Stardew, and I don't see anybody else who is on very quickly. So yeah. No stream tomorrow. I got to take my mom and my sister to the airport, so I will be back continuing attempts on Friday. Hopefully we will not be stupid, and I will see how long it takes me to edit the tier list video. Probably take me way longer than it should. Anyways, beer Friday, yeah. Maybe we'll drink to get rid of the sorrows. Whatever. Anyways, I needed a day off anyways, I think, after doing 2 very stupid mistakes in a row. Anyways, I do appreciate you guys watching, dealing with my bullshit today. I'll be back Friday doing more runs where I'm getting a sub 22. I'm dedicated at this point. I've put way too much time into this, even though I'm just bad. Stay salty. That's that. I do appreciate all the gifted subs today and just the subs in general. It's greatly appreciated being able to do what I'm doing. I don't know what else I would be doing right now if I couldn't. Anyways, I do appreciate you guys watching. Hope to see you again on Friday. I should be back at my usual time, 12 Central, and we'll be doing more perfection. But anyways, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Stay safe out there and just take care. Peace.